What is going on today, guys? We are back for another episode in Hydroneer. So as you can see, I did a little bit of stuff here. I put in a little bit of a conveyor here to offload our chunks from the excavator. I have not tried it out, shooting the chunks into there yet. I figured we'd try that out on camera, but I got it set up, and I ran most of the chunks that we had kicked out with the excavator already just a minute ago. I also put in this refueling station. This works for both the excavator and our truck. So I've already tested that out. That works good. We're definitely going to need it for that. That thing sucks fuel like it's crazy. But we also got the magnets. One of you guys mentioned that. This thing is absolutely fantastic. I couldn't figure out why I was not getting my gems to come out in here, and then I took the magnet up there and figured out why. I had a huge log jam of them, and actually pulled them all out with the magnet. And as you guys can see, there's absolutely a freaking ton of them. So yeah, I couldn't figure out why they weren't coming out. Well, they were jammed up in there like a mile deep. It's pretty funny actually. And I also added some tin sheets here, hopefully to try to keep this stuff separated so it's going in its spot it's supposed to. Because I keep getting like iron and shards that come in here, and it's just a cluster. So anyway, we're gonna head out. We're gonna go test out the excavator. Hopefully, we do a little bit better with it this time. I know in the last episode when I was using it, I did kind of a bang up job with it. Pretty crappy. You know, when it bugged out and I had to reload the game, I wasn't sure that it was going to work right. So I was mining driving forward. I know you should use it driving backwards because it tends to work better. So we're going to be trying it out again. The problem with that claim is it's not exactly level. So it's, I might try going forward to try to smooth it out a bit. But let's get this gigantic mess of a machine rolling here. Oh yeah, this thing is can be such a pain. I do want to use this thing, so we are going to be playing around with it for a while, but I think for the most part, it's gonna end up it's gonna end up having to wait until he does some sort of fix for it, because honestly this thing is kind of a pile of crap, to be perfectly honest. It goes through the water way too quick. It doesn't handle and drive very good, and it's always like bugging out and going for flights, and I can honestly say I'm not a huge fan of that. I really am not. A lot of bugs like that I feel could have already been ironed out in it. So again, that's just my thought on it. I'm not bagging on the developer or anything like that. He's doing a pretty good job with this game. I am enjoying it quite a bit. So I'm not bagging on him for how he's doing. He's actually doing a very good job with it. So I am enjoying this game quite a bit. It's just a lot of things that I'd like to see changed, and hopefully with the 1.3 update that we'll see some of them. So anyway, here we are, we're on to this claim, and this claim is kind of a mess, but we're gonna see what we can do. So let's get on in here. We're just gonna leave the thing about where it's at, and we're just going to hold the mouse button and see what it will dig. And I'm not trying to cut down in, I'm just trying to sort of flatten it out a little bit, per se. So looks like that's about full, so we can go ahead and lift that back up. Doesn't take much to fill this sucker up, which is kind of nice, but as you guys can see by the fuel, we're already at about half a tank, and all we did was drive down the road and mine for what, about 10 seconds. So it's gonna be, yeah, it's probably not gonna be something that we use too much. Now I know there is water in this claim. The water is actually underground, But I don't feel like tunneling down to get to that when we already have, you know, the setup back here. So what I figured we'd do is we just run loads back and forth with this. I do want to keep the setup where it is on this first claim because I do want to find relics. Now I have no idea where the relics are, and you know, but we're going to find them. That's one of the goals with it, is we are going to dig until we find them. I have no idea what they even are, so it should be interesting to see for sure. But you know, half a tank of fuel left. We should have plenty to unload. Um, and then we'll fuel this thing up. You got to fuel it up like every run. I really wish that would change. I really do. I think this thing should definitely have a better capacity than that. So we got to get out. We got to move our ladders now. I've just been kind of using these to get up to the spots where I can't like necessarily jump up to. We got to get this out of the way here. Because unfortunately that excavator has the turning radius of like, I don't even know what you'd say it has turning radius of. It's terrible. We'll just say that. Got terrible turning radius. So, get backed up in here now. All we basically want to do is be able to kick the blocks out right onto the conveyor. So something like that. Now let's get everything turned on. And I'm like wedged on in here. There we go. I went and bought a whole bunch of toolboxes here. So we had plenty of wrenches for this. We have been going through a few wrenches with this, with the water filters. So I figured we might as well go ahead and buy them. That's a bunch of the extra stuff that I just kind of like rolled around to get to go through the separator. So anyway, I did put a pressure valve in here, so it would increase the pressure on here, just to make sure that the conveyors are actually pushing pretty quickly, and hopefully to help out with the sorting process. I think we could run these pretty fast like this, unless they start like bunching together. Let's see how that works. Now it looks like it's working pretty good. Keep spitting them out, I guess. Alright, that's it. Oops, I don't want to go through there though. That one went kind of for a ride of its own. Whoa. Might have to give him a chop. There we go. Sounds like lots of stuff coming through. Go ahead and get these couple chunks run. Whoa, hello. Go for a ride on our own conveyor. Get these couple chunks run, then we're going to go take a look at how our crucibles look. All the stuff that's in our crucibles in the pans, with the exception of the gems, are stuff that we've all gotten from this excavator. So it'll be interesting to see what we got. Now it looks like we have a shard hung up there. So let's take a look in here and see. So we are getting some decent chunks, but as you guys can see, there's a bunch of iron that keeps going in there. These separators, I don't know if it's just like for me, but these separators absolutely are doing a shit job. I mean, look at this. We got a chunk of iron that come through there, a chunk of gold. Maybe am I running the stuff through too fast or something? Because man, these separators are doing one shit job. You know, look, we got like gems and stuff all in here, and it's kind of frustrating having to basically use the sorter and then having to whoops, pick that back up. Having to sort the stuff again after it comes out, because yeah, I don't know. Maybe I need to space out the sorters or something. That could also be the problem. But this one, the iron seems to be the only one that does the job right. But as you can see in here, we do have like chunks of freaking iron, and normally I end up with with about half of the damn shards in here, and it's like, ugh, just a nightmare. So my guess is that's my own fault, but you know, some of it anyway. That was a pretty nice chunk right there. Not gonna deny that. I don't know. Don't know what's up with these sorters. Like I said, it's probably my own fault. How I'm running the stuff. You know, I might be running it through too fast. Um, might need to separate them. But let's check out this shard. This shard is, where is it? It's hung up right here. What's that? That's uncut ruby. See again, and another piece that shouldn't necessarily be in there. We're just gonna drop him right there for now. Then again, there's a shard, so it's like kind of a little bit frustrating, this separator thing. So kick them out of here. There we go. Like I said, maybe I do need to put like a conveyor in between them, which is something I'll probably try here eventually. But we'll try run the next load a little bit slower and see what happens there. So now we just got to turn these valves, and we're going to get this sucker lined up to do some fueling. So, because as you guys can see, we're about at half a tank. Let's see here. That should possibly do the trick. Possibly, I say. Say possibly. Let's find out, shall we? Beautiful. It actually went the first time. I got it right for once. Alright. I'm liking that. So I'm probably going to end up doing, you know, a lot of this off camera. Like as far as like the testing goes for putting a conveyor in between these, and you know, trying that out as well. It's already getting dark. Man, that is something I hope to God is fixed in the next update. Is that we can finally have longer day cycles, because I swear to God, you start getting a little bit of stuff done, and then it's like, oh, gotta sleep. The day's up. I mean, to me, that's probably the worst thing at the moment. You know, I might not be a fan of how the excavator guzzles down the water when you're running it, but you know, that's at least tolerable to a point. But that day-night cycle is just it's just a bad design. It really is like that. Having the day-night cycle that short, and again, I'm not bagging on the developer, but you know, it's just terrible, because like I said, you finally start getting stuff done, and then you know, you either need a bunch of lights set up, which not sure how I'd set up lighting to do what I'm doing now. If the vehicles had their own like headlight system on them, you know, you could probably get away with the day-night cycle how it is, but I don't want to make dark videos for you guys, so I'm kind of being really picky about the day-night cycle, so I can make sure that the videos aren't dark as hell and look like shit because of it, you know. Because for me, I know I don't really like playing in the dark, but you know, when I'm hand mining, I can pop on the mining helmet, you know, I'm just fine. But you know, for you guys want to see, you guys need to be able to see what I'm doing, and it's like, I don't know, it needs to be lighter for me to do that. So anyway, enough complaining. Let's plow on in here. Try to keep this somewhat level. Doing a pretty bad job of it, but that's okay. As long as we aren't getting like hung up in here like we just did there. I'm not sure what we got hung up on. Just pound on through it maybe? Nope. Alright, well, let's go backwards then. There we go. Get through now. Alright, well, looks like we're full anyway, so. It's not too bad using this thing to dig with. You know, even in Come on. Even going forward like that, not too bad. I will try it out going backwards though. I have a feeling going backwards is gonna be so much better, because you know you're not really gonna, especially on a flat claim, not necessarily on here, but on a flat claim going backwards, you really won't get stuck, because you haven't, you know, done a, like in my case especially, you haven't done a shit job digging out going forward to get hung up on. So yeah, this thing is pretty fun though, I won't deny that. That's kind of one of the reasons I'm going to be sticking with it and doing a bunch of mining with it. This thing is pretty neat. There's no denying that. It does work pretty well, but it definitely needs some tweaking. Power. Power, seriously, this thing, if it's mining and it's able to bounce around and dig out a rut like that, this thing should be able to drive through it. I mean, it's a piece of mining equipment after all. Like I'd mentioned before, the vehicles on here really remind me of how they are set up on Gold Rush, where, you know, they just are pretty much nutless. No power, so, again, that's probably, you know, that's probably one of my other big gripes in here is the vehicles. I think the truck works okay. It doesn't get hung up too much, but this thing being the actual excavator, really, really needs to be able to drive over basically whatever, to a certain extent. Alright, let's park it right there and we'll get everything turned on here. See how much fuel we use this time. A little over half a tank again, so you know it could be worse. But you know, we will make do for now, so go ahead and pop that on. Everything should be running. Beautiful. Now let's start squirting chunks. Gonna run them a little bit slower this time, see if that helps the sorting process. Wait till it gets to the top there and then start squirting the other one. I'm talking about this first ramp, by the way. Then basically they should have enough distance between them not to clog up the separators. Hopefully it functions a little bit better that way, but trying to time the blocks so they come out just right. And again, it might not have any difference. It really might not. So, you know, we'll just have to see. But or we could try it. What's the worst that happens, you know? It doesn't do any better. So, I hear stuff falling in over there. That's a good sign. Ooh. A little bit of a game loading thing there. If you guys are wondering what the stutters are, like that, it's got something to do with the game loading something. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I'm pretty sure, oh, that's actually it. That's everything out of that. But I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with, oh, I screwed up. I forgot to put that back in. Oh. See, but there again, look at, there's iron, there's gems. This separator sucks. So, alright, well, the next test is going to be putting in a flat conveyor in between them to see how that goes. I don't think we got much more in there. Doesn't look like there's any other garbage in that. The shards are actually coming out right, though, so that is a good plus. Can't complain about that if the shards are going to come out right. That's kind of the most important part right now. I mean, we're really not sitting too bad as far as money-wise goes. But, you know, oh god, this is just a disaster. I'm just tossing the stuff on the ground. I really don't care that much. And then I'm going to use the magnet to pick up all the gold and put it in the pot. Come on. In a way, I'm almost thinking of leaving the gold pot out of there and just putting another piece of sheet right here, and then picking through it every time and separating out the crap, because there's a lot of crap, it seems like. But bring this right over above the crucible like that. Mostly works. Some of it misses, but, you know, that's not a big deal. As long as the majority gets in there. Do it again. Whoops, I keep dropping that thing. I keep wanting to press E to let the stuff go for some dumb reason. You'll have to forgive me on that. Alright, drag it right up over top. No, 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 no. No iron. You get the hell out of there. Go back to your corner. Wonder if we can, like, lower it down in there. There we go. Perfect. I just dropped the magnet that time because we're done with it. So yeah, I mean I am going to be putting, like I said, the separator, the separate conveyors in between these now and testing it out. But let's run one more load because, you know, we're already making a mess. It's not working right anyway, so, you know what, the hell with it. Let's just keep going, right? Might as well. Might as well make even more of a mess, ain't it? So I wanna check something though. I wanna see if them gems are still getting hung up. I had put in that extra pressure thing there to see if they're still gonna be getting hung up here. And yeah, it appears they are. That's like a piece of iron and a couple gems, so what the hell? Whoops, whatever. Just let it fall. I don't care. I'll sort through it later. Like I said, it's probably my own fault for not having a conveyor in between the separators. So I'll get some more platforms, and we'll get a couple conveyors in here and try that out after this episode. But for now, we need to kick on our refueling system and get our truck refueled again. Kind of like I said, that's kind of the only real bad part about this is having to do this constantly, but there we go. But oh well, it's not a big deal. Would be nice if we could just like drive the truck into the water and fill it up. No, not really. Just drive it in and sink it, leave it where it should be, right? Oh yeah. But anyway, like I was mentioning about the relics, I do want to look for the relic on this claim. I don't know if there's one or if there's more than one on each claim, but I do want to dig for them and see if we can't find them. I'll probably do manual digging here. That's again something I'll do off camera is all the manual digging, and then we'll just show like running the blocks and seeing what we end up with. I'm probably not going to mine all the top dirt though. I'm probably going to stick mostly to the low ground or even the mid ground, looking for some shards as well. Because shards are basically what I'm after now. I really couldn't care too much about money per se. I mean, yeah, we do need money. We are going to need, I don't know, I was thinking of doing like maybe 6 to 10 Goliath drills over on our big claim when I get that set up, and either a 2 or 3 wide conveyor system with the appropriate grinders and harvesters. And then as far as the sorting part goes, really don't know. Really don't know. We're gonna have to test out putting a conveyor in between them and see if that does the trick. If it does, beautiful. Then we know exactly what we're doing for over there. So anyway, let's work on a new swipe here. We're going to just go off to the side of this one here. Okay, no we're not. We're just gonna, you know, go wherever the hell this thing throws me. So screw it, we're just digging. And we got hung up. Okay. So maybe it shouldn't be able to drive out of this one, but yeah. Yeah, probably not this one. Probably shouldn't drive out of that one. That's for sure. That was a pretty bad falling in there. So, oh come on. Seriously, you're getting stuck driving right into it? Come on. Oops, too deep. Way too deep. I think we're full, aren't we? How do you tell when this thing is full? I mean, yeah, it should be like pretty much up to level, but they're like, there should be like a gauge or something on there. That would be kind of nice to see, like a gauge, um, to be able to tell. Whoa, okay. Stupid junk. Seriously. I hate when it does that. That's those spinning around in circles. Don't want a roller coaster ride. If we wanted that, we'd play like Amusement Park Tycoon or something like that. I just want some nice mining. No, no going flying. No aircraft simulator. Just dig and spit. Oh well. Like I said, that's probably something he's working on for the 1.3 update, so, you know, we'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure when that's actually supposed to come out, but I know he said that was going to be like the next big update, so he was working on that right now, I believe. Um, so hopefully we can see some great improvement on this for sure. That would be awesome. Before we even run this stuff, as you guys know, we're going to have to reset the day. Um, it's unfortunately that way in the game. Um, let's just get this sucker into position, I guess, and then we'll go reset the day and make her happen. Just run over the crucibles. Who cares? Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Who cares? Apparently the truck does, because it wants to frickin' fly. That's who cares. Damn thing. No more flying. Just back up to the damn offloader. Alright. Whoops. Don't know why I pressed escape. I think I was going for Q and just pushed way the hell too far. Uh, way too far. Alright. Let's get this sucker running. And let's see what we can do this time. Like I said, I'm just going to leave the pots out of there because, well, actually we can put this one in there. This one does just fine, but might as well grab that right away. Let's just turbo run them. Get them all going. Of course. Of course. Piece of crap. Get out of there. Piece of junk. Where is my pickaxe? There it is. Good. No, I'm not actually mad about that. It's just, it goes through the chewer like that, and then it doesn't fall right into the harvester, and then you get like a, you know, you get a big log jam of frickin' dirt up there. Alright, that's it for blocks. No more log jam. Oh, seen a chunk there. Just toss that on here. Next episode, we're probably just going to be running hand dug dirt. Oh, stupid cat. There we go. Fix that up. Now what actually happens when that thing breaks down, because, you know, we really didn't see anything. You know, it didn't really do anything. It just, you know, it kept harvesting the stuff. Does it just make like smaller chunks less efficient? Some kind of thing like that, because it seemed like it was still chewing up everything, but maybe it's spitting out smaller pieces. Maybe it wasn't as efficient, and it just wasn't getting us as much stuff out of it. I'm not sure. But anyway, like I mentioned, between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and put spacer conveyors in here. Getting a lot of nice baby shards out of using that excavator, so I can't really complain about that. I mean, what we got 4, 8, 9 shards out of 3 loads of dirt, so that's not bad at all. I really can't bitch about that. So shards are great, but it's the separator that's my problem. And like I said, I'm pretty sure that's my own damn fault. But you know, I'm not sure. Really, I'm not sure on that. Oh no. Did you seriously get picked up from way over there? You just stay over here. I will sort you. Maybe. Maybe not. I haven't decided yet. Drop it right down in there. Oh, look at that. If you actually put it down in there, shit don't go flying. That's awesome. We can't get the stuff that's out of up there. It's all gold? Nope, I see iron. Get that out of the way. 1 piece iron. Alright. I love this magnet. I can't remember right off the top of my head who suggested it, but you're an absolute brilliant man. Thank you. Really, I appreciate it. This magnet is amazing for this. I would be like, I don't even know. With having to do this by hand, I would not be too thrilled about that. That is for sure. Is anything even coming out of that separator? Let's actually get up here and check all this stuff out here quick. So stay there. You just get out of the way. Anything down in here? Okay, a couple little chunks. Oh, I hear a whole bunch of stuff in there. Oh yeah, whole bunch of stuff. Whole bunches of stuff. Whoops. Accidentally let go of it. That's my bad. Bonsai. Alright, can we get this stuff to come out of here? 1 piece. Guess that's better than nothing. Getting like hung up inside there. What it seems like. What in here? Anything want to come out? 1 piece of gold. Wonder if we can get it from in here. Where's it at? Where's all this stuff stuck? Well, whatever. Must not be too important if I'm not going to take the time to do it, right? No, that's a bad statement. But anyway, like I said, we got a bunch of nice gem chunks in here. There's actually a ton of them. I could not believe how many was jammed up in there. I saw a couple pieces sticking out of the conveyor. I was like, ooh, let me try out my magnet on that. And pull the magnet out. It's like, holy shit. there's just a ton of them in there. So anyway, like I mentioned, off camera I'm going to go ahead and put in a couple pieces of conveyor. Try to separate this out. See if that helps. Otherwise, I don't know. Might be hand picking. Because, you know, wow, there's a lot of gems in here. Just noticing all the little pieces of gem in there. Holy crap. So, yeah. If it doesn't work from there, I'm not sure what I'm screwing up then. I really would not be, but, you know, wouldn't be surprised if I was screwing something up. So, anyway, what I might end up doing is I might actually take out the pots completely. Just put a piece of sheet up in front of there and just use the magnet to put it into the pot when we're done, because that seems to work very well. Um, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see once we put the conveyors in and spread this out and see if we can't get it to work. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are enjoying the learning process with me, make sure you guys take the time to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you're already subscribed to the channel, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. If you guys have any comments, questions, or anything like that, I'll try to help you out as much as I can. I am new to this game, so I don't know a whole lot about it, but trying as best I can. So anyway, thank you guys again so much for being here, and we'll catch you guys for the next one.